We're gonna survive 100 days of Minecraft. Survival.
And this is definitely not foreshadowing. I then decided to start a little mine to gather some cobblestone for better tools and possibly create a starter underground base. I cleared out a small area, plonked down my crafting table, and upgraded my tools. I left my hole, ate the apple that I collected previously, and then decided on my first big project. Create the perfect beachside survival base. This would need a lot of wood, so I spent the next couple of minutes chopping down a bunch of oak trees. I then decided on finding a location for my base.
Okay.
I set off to the right side of the island and found this
Okay,
one.
wait here. Let's get some wood.
On my way back, I realized I should probably start farming due to my lack of food.
Oh, so there's a cave right there.
I returned back to my cabin,
That's good.
deciding to leave, changed my mind, and started mining instead. I changed my mind again and ended up leaving. I headed back to my area and spotted something that relieved me greatly. A sheep. Hopefully it had a friend. And after some scouting, it turned out there was actually a whole herd, which was perfect. We could easily make a bed and we have a great food source. Speaking of food, I ate the last piece of it to my name and decided on starting a second mine instead of starting a farm for an unknown reason. A little ways down, I reached into a cave, found some coal, of which I started mining.
Okay, now we just need to get some.
I had no armor, no food, and a stone sword as my defense. Ignoring these warning signs, I crafted a torch, which gave me some confidence, and continued exploring the cave.
I'm gonna get
I returned to the mine, noticed it was nighttime, and decided on continuing mining. Shortly after, I finally found my first piece of iron, which turned out to be mini, along with a bunch more coal and some weapons too. I continued mining and began hearing odd noises, which basically means there's a cave nearby, which will hopefully be my savior in finding some useful items. After digging towards the noises, I reached into a cave to discover a skeleton. I attempted to lure him towards me, smoked his ass, and he, of course, didn't drop any bones, which was
now let's...
With the bogey down, I was free to roam the cave, discovering all types of minerals, and thankfully found more iron along with that. There were a few more bogeys blocking my path, which I skillfully dispatched using the epic technique I just discovered, and, of course, still no bones. I decided on returning back to the initial cave I discovered to set up my new temporary base. I started smelting up the iron I found to craft some shields in a bucket. This would make sense shortly, trust me. I decided to was greeted by multiple skeletons, so I quickly ran back to the mine and raided it out until a daytime.
I'm gonna gather some supplies.
And upon trying to get rid of him, he put two well-placed arrows into me, sending me into a panic. One more arrow and we'd have done it again. I recently made a little trap to lure him down and get him, and wow, he actually got nothing. I tried leaving again to find a second skeleton. I also tried luring him over with no luck and realized I was pretty much stuck down here. I couldn't risk luring him over because if I took one more arrow, I was again. I decided the best course of action was to start a small underground farm, so I went back down to where I found water. I also had the idea to eat the rotten flesh I'd found, which thankfully gave me some health back. I returned home and started farming the farm until I heard I spotted him just standing there menacingly, so I tried to lure him into a trap, which I fumbled to the
let's get some coal while we're here.
I managed to trap myself in and quickly killed the skeleton. I was great for me, dude. It was a crazy moment. And for my trouble, he thankfully left us 2 bones, which I was grateful for. I finished constructing the farm, boned out some seeds, and got only 2 weeds, of course, and just decided to try heading to the surface again. Thankfully, the coast was clear, so I decided to put my chicken to
Let me
good
just
use
get
and
it
lure the
real
nearby
quick.
sheep into a barrel. I got 2 of them, shipped them as well, and then decided on starting a second farm on the ground up here.
I'm gonna make like a base because I still don't have a bed.
I found 2 apples, so I gobbled them up and gained a few hearts. I still didn't want to take my chances with the next night, so I crafted a bed and awoke on day 3. This was when I discovered there was a pumpkin patch nearby and hoped they could make pumpkin pie with that, and I was slightly disappointed. I hadn't seen any nearby chickens or sugarcane for that matter, so I decided on exploring my island a little bit more. I ended up discovering something even better, a herd of cows. There were heaps, so I found the fattest one. He graced us with 3 beautiful steaks, so I cooked them up perfectly, ate them, and finally saw my worries at ease for the time being. I then finally got started on my basic the price of the for me. I ended up
Oh
also
my God.
moving my farm over here and
Oh.
where I wanted to build.
So
Then
close.
I just got straight into building with our layout being quite large. I was planning on a rectangular shape with 3 stories in total. I quickly ran out of wood, so I added some farms at the front of the base and constantly kept on chopping trees and building. I added a no slab wall facing entrance to the base, decided on birch for the wall block, and continued chopping and building along with adding a balcony. It was now the night of day 4, and I was out of food, so I tried my hand at getting some more bone. This first skelly had a zombie guard. I took him out with ease and engaged the skelly, only taking 1 hit. I earned 2 bones for my troubles and was happy with that. Just over the hill, I saw 4 zombies and the skelly spawn in. I took another hit with the zombies and decided to escape with my life. More zombies on my tail, I sprinted to the mine. I passed the skelly, missing an arrow and walking up the I got greedy and tried to trap it.
I wish they added like X-ray goggles that use 4 golden spheres and 5 golden blocks and all of that. Okay. While I'm here, I'm gonna get this guy.
I then continued working on my house, wanting a safe space to
And
stay up
then let's get
finish
some.
up the balcony and the first floor pillars. I spent the rest of the day time working on the house, firstly adding more details to the front wall.
Okay, I need to make.
Until I ran out of birch wood. So I worked on
I need to make something real
the
quick.
rest of all of the first floor walls, and we finally had a safe space to stay at. I get the hay and awoke on the next day with a plan to construct a play. To put my sheep.
You know what?
I made a cute little paddock with some fences, running up some wheat and moved the sheep from their sad little hole to their brand new awesome home. I was also very hungry, so it was someone's unlucky day. On the bright side, I built a nice little furnace area in my brand new base.
Okay, I haven't enough.
I then planted out the rest of my farm, again resisted the urge to make some bread and instead put it into a barrel next to the farm. I then had the idea to also lure the nearby herd of cows, so I did just that and lured them all inside. It was again someone else's unlucky day. And now
Hey, yo, did I just...
food, I wanted to continue building my house, so I started chopping down some more trees. I ended up going a bit crazy and spent the rest of day 6 and 7 chopping down almost the entire forest.
Okay, we're enough. Okay, now I just need to put this. Like that. Just using all of that. And let's cook some
Now on
food.
day 8, I had a good stockpile of wood,
And
I actually decided on
this is where I think we're gonna be in our house at.
I found a new cave which was guarded by a zombie and discovered something I didn't think I'd find, diamonds. I still didn't have an iron pickaxe, so I harvested some iron, smelted it up, crafted one, and mined out all of the diamonds, getting 5 in total.
And then what am I gonna do?
So I found another skeleton and decided to take him on, which ended up being a very bad idea.
Let me move.
Luckily, I had just narrowly escaped with the water holding the skelly at bay, which was just
I'm gonna see you guys in the next video where I actually complete my base. Bye guys. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna go in here. Bye guys.